When geopolitical tensions escalate thousands of miles away, it's easy to think it only affects politicians and the military. But the reality is, the financial shockwaves can hit your bank account before you even realize what's happening. Today, we're breaking down exactly how the current conflict between the US and Iran could directly and indirectly impact your wallet. From the price you pay at the pump to your retirement savings, here is what you need to know. And more importantly, what you need to do to protect your finances. Welcome back to the channel. If you want to stay ahead of the curve on all things finance and economy, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Let's get right into it. The global economy is deeply interconnected. The Middle East, and specifically the region surrounding Iran, is one of the most vital economic arteries in the world. When instability strikes, the domino effect is almost immediate. So let's separate the noise from the numbers and look at the direct impacts first. The most immediate and direct impact you will see is at the gas pump. Why two words? The Strait of Hormuz. This narrow waterway between the Persian Gulf and the Gulf of Oman is the world's most important oil choke point. Nearly 20% of the world's global oil supply passes through here daily. Any threat real or perceived to this region causes oil markets to panic. When oil supply is threatened, the price per barrel skyrockets. You'll feel this directly every time you fill up your car. And depending on the severity of the supply chain disruption, gas prices could surge significantly in a matter of days. But wait, it doesn't stop at the pump. High oil prices are an inflation multiplier. Think about how everything you buy gets to you. The food in your grocery store, the clothes you wear, the Amazon packages at your door, they all rely on fuel to be transported. When freight companies, airlines, and shipping lines have to pay more for fuel, they don't just absorb those costs. They pass them directly on to you, the consumer. This means an indirect tax on virtually every good you purchase, accelerating inflation and shrinking your purchasing power. Now, let's talk about the indirect impacts, starting with your investments. The stock market hates uncertainty. War and geopolitical conflict are the definition of uncertainty. During these times, you'll typically see massive market volatility. The broader stock market, especially consumer discretionary stocks and tech, might take a hit as investors pull their money out of risky assets. However, you'll also see a flight to safe haven assets. Historically, this means gold prices shoot up and money flows into U.S. Treasury bonds. Additionally, defense and aerospace stocks, as well as domestic energy companies, often see their share prices climb. If you have a 401k or stock portfolio, expect a bumpy ride. The second indirect impact is a bit more complex: interest rates and economic growth. The Federal Reserve has a dual mandate: control inflation and maximize employment. But a geopolitical conflict puts them in a tough spot. If oil prices cause inflation to spike, the Fed might be forced to keep interest rates higher, even raise them to cool the economy down. High interest rates mean more expensive mortgages, higher credit card, APRs, and costlier auto loans. On the flip side, if the conflict causes businesses to panic and stop hiring, we could face an economic slowdown or recession. It creates a tightrope walk for the economy that affects your ability to borrow money or even get a raise at work. So, the sky is falling, right? Not exactly. Here's what you can do to shield yourself. Number 1. Pad that emergency fund. Aim for 3 to 6 months of living expenses in a high-yield savings account. Cash is king during uncertain times. Number 2. Don't panic sell your investments. Market dips are normal during geopolitical events, and historically, the market eventually recovers. Stick to your long-term strategy. Number 3. Look at your budget and prepare for higher transportation and grocery costs. Number 4. Try to aggressively pay down variable, high-interest debt, like credit cards, in case interest rates stay elevated. While we can't control what happens on the global stage, we can control how prepared we are financially. I want to hear from you. Have you already started noticing higher prices or changes in your portfolio? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single one. If you found this video helpful, please smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this with a friend who needs to hear it. Stay smart with your money, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video.